Hello and welcome back, anybody, everybody, but probably nobody. Join me as we continue our journey through Dark Souls 3. Now, when we last left off, I can't speak. When we last left off, there we go, words. We had picked up some items here in the Farron Keep, and we learned that it is a horrible, hellish little, disgusting poison bog. Isn't that lovely? Now, let's go ahead and take a peeky-poo. I don't think we have any new weapons. Doesn't look like it. We got the Black Bow of Ferris, a black longbow named after a hero of old, known for the unusual stance from which it is fired. Has a longer range than standard bows, but successful usage requires a trained, dexterous hand. Skill Ferris Triple Shot. Swiftly knocks 3 arrows with finesse after drawing the bow, firing them simultaneously. So this has been in Dark Souls for quite a while. Pretty much every Dark Souls game has the Ferris stuff. And in addition to the Black Bow of Ferris, there is, of course, the... where is it? The Ferris's hat. A broad-brimmed leather hat, traditionally used by master archers and especially favored by forest-dwelling hunters. The name Ferris is said to have belonged to a hero, but it is now more widely known as a style of hat. In addition to hats, we got the Crown of Dusk. The feathered crown bestowed upon the Princess of Ulasil, land of ancient golden sorceries. Through the Guardian Elizabeth's blessing, this raises the power and effect of the wearer's magic, but damage suffered by magic attacks rises in tandem. So basically, you equip this and you do more magic damage, but you take more magic damage. Guess what? It's worth it. It's that simple. It's worth it. Let's see. I don't believe we picked up any new equipment. Not yet. Not quite yet. Doesn't seem like it. Alright. Well then. With that, we're going to go ahead and continue. Okay, we're going to go ahead and continue. So, we came up the back entrance / exit to the bonfire. We're going to go exit the same way. As we continue to explore this this disgusting bog filled with slugs and whatnot. Yes, turns out the katana is not the best weapon for clearing out this room. Generally, large sweeping attacks instead of fast-forward attacks are a little bit better. Oh well. Get rid of those slugs for an undead bone shard. Very important that you get that. You're going to want the undead bone shard, obviously. Now then, we'll come back and check all this stuff out right there that you can see in a little bit. We're going to continue heading across the outer limits of the zone. Hey, big man. You're in the deep bog. Hello. Let's take a moment to look at him. To look at this creepy motherfucker. Since he's allowing us. He has an exposed rib cage, fur growing out the back of him, massive freaking teeth. 2 rows of massive teeth, it almost looks like. He's got this weird staff tree thing and massive curved horns just growing out of his head. And he makes that noise. He is pretty creepy. I don't think we have to kill this guy if we don't want to. We'll make sure. Again, I would suggest just playing the defensive position here. If you get a big fat tree like this, you can certainly start strafing around it. Yellowfinger Hazel is back. Oh, man. We're going to have to deal with this guy pretty quick then. Because we don't want to deal with him and Hazel, obviously. That was bad. I went for the finish, but didn't quite finish him. He's at, like, half a health point. Alright, Yellowfinger Hazel, where are you? Well, we got rid of him in order to make things a little bit easier once Hazel shows up. Probably going to show up somewhere around this area. This general deep bog. Deep bogs. Oh, there she is. We found her. And in case you're wondering, yes, Yellowfinger Hazel is a female. Up. Damn it, we attracted the attention of a basilisk. We're going to want to get rid of that. Basilisks are terrible creatures, horrible creatures. They try and induce curse upon you, which is instant death. So let's do our fighty thing with Yellowfinger Hazel. who has a pick for a weapon, so blocking with a shield doesn't work too well. It's better to try and... Luckily, you can go through that, the Farron Dart spell, no problem. Bleed, bitch! There we go. Yellowfinger Hazel taken down. Get out of here, Dark Spirit, Yellowfinger Hazel. So if you didn't quite fight Hazel in the giant enemy crab area before, you can fight her here for her Xanthus Crown. As long as you're embered up, obviously. More basilisks. We're going to be seeing a few of these guys. Just make it a point not to let that curse bar fill up. Because if you let that curse bar fill up, you turn into a statue and die. And that's not a good time. It's not a good time at all. Let's pick this up, and as you may have seen, there's a cave over here. Let's enter it. So right here, we get the golden scroll off of this corpse, and there is a chest here with the antiquated set. Now let's go ahead and look at that stuff. We actually didn't look at the Sage's scroll earlier, so let's do that now. Or the Sage's coal, wow. Coal used for weapon infusion. The white magic flame produced by this coal was given to the Undead Legion long ago by one of the Crystal Sage twins. Give to the blacksmith to allow for crystal, blessed, and dark infusion. The Sage's scroll. Scroll containing sorceries of the Crystal Sages. As any sorcerer knows, sorcery is a talent, and these sorceries were refined to nurture a very special talent. And the Golden Scroll. A golden scroll chronicling the vast research of the Xanthus scholars. In the lost land of Ulasil, the sorceries orchestrated light and were said to shine in golden hues. So, this will give you the Ulasil spells. Very nice. And, of course, we got our new set, the antiquated set. Dress sewn in the long-lost fashion. The elaborately embroidered ivory-colored silk is imbued with ancient magic power. No protection is offered by this garment, as it was never intended for battle. And the same thing with the antiquated gloves and the antiquated skirt. This is the outfit of Dusk of Ulasil from Dark Souls 1. You're not going to find that NPC in Dark Souls 3, but you can certainly look like her if you want to. Her set's pretty decent overall, especially her crown. Her crown is the crowning achievement of the set, so to speak. Once again, we are in more deep bog. As you can see, we got poisoned relatively quickly by it. Oh well. So, move quickly. Oh, well, would you look at this? A set of stairs. I wonder where this set of stairs leads. Could it be another flame? Oh boy. Well, like I said before, we're going to fight a Bloodborne monster guy, and I'll show you how to do it. It's time to do so. Don't get hit by the drop kick, but mainly don't get grabbed. Getting grabbed is the worst thing he can do to you. Oh. And he likes to chain from grab to grab to grab to grab to grab. Jeez, I hate that guy so much, but luckily that was pretty good for us. Got some homeward bones through these crosses. And, well, would you look at that? It's another ember. Another fire to extinguish. So, in the interest of time, we're just going to do that. The only addition to the cutscene once you extinguish that third fire is that, hey, the door opens. Who would have guessed that that would happen? Oh man, there's some items over there that we can't quite get because they're up on a cliff. Oh. So now the door's open, but we still got more stuff to do here in the swamp before we go through that open door. Obviously. God, these effigies with just skin dogs. Let's see, nothing over here. Whoa now! Well, time to deal with some basilisk scum. It's best to hit them when they're doing that, because if you hit them while they're doing that, you interrupt their curse breathing. And then there's less curse to deal with overall. Well, we're going to want to just hang tight for a moment or two and let the fog dissipate. For a moment or two. Come on, Basilisk. Alright. It's gone enough. Again, be very wary of being cursed. You don't want to just instant die. It's no fun. Oh, more Basilisk. Oh, good. He went for the big one. The big one. It didn't work. There's another Basilisk around this tree. I saw him scurrying. I saw you scurrying. Got him. Got him. Perfect. Alright. Continuing. Now, of course, you can ignore these guys if you want, but they will follow you for quite a distance. They'll follow you a while. Quite a while before they decide that they get bored. So we come all the way back over here. Purple moss clump over here. There's this item over here. Notice that we're still able to use the weapon skill despite having no FP. It's pretty fun. Iron flesh. And if you've been paying attention to where we've gone in a big old circle now. How big of a big old circle have we gone in? Well, we are back to the first bonfire we arrived at. Look at that. See them slugs? Remember them slugs? There's them slugs. So we don't need to be at this bonfire. We're going to take a quick seat and we're going to travel to the Keep ruins to continue our journey. We're making good progress here. Very nice progress. Now, we did pick up a couple things that we can take back to Firelink's Shrine, but I don't want to do that quite yet. There's one or two more things I want to pick up before we do so. If you recall, we ignored a fair number of items back here when we came through on this side originally. Basically, we went around the outer edges instead of covering any area in the middle. And there's some items, as you can see, just kind of floating off in the area, so ignore the slugs. Get a Titanite shard from here. Freaking deep bog. And come over here. That guy's probably going to be an issue, but we'll see. Over here we get 2 more Titanite shards. Generally these guys don't seem to leash unless they physically look at you. Which is interesting. Most enemies are pretty darn aggressive in this game and will leash at a moment's notice. Up here is a Sunlight Talisman. And right here is some Estus Soup if you need some extra health. Let's take a look at that Sunlight Talisman, shall we? While we got the chance to. Let me think. God, where am I going? Talisman. Sunlight Talisman. The Knight of Sunlight's personal talisman for casting miracles of the gods. The talisman bears the knight's own holy illustration, an emblem of his unwavering faith. Use of this talisman skill fills the user with similar steadfastness, with unfaltering prayer skill. This was a Solaire's talisman, basically. So if you want to cosplay Solaire, this certainly helps make the costume a little bit more complete. There's Wolf's Blood Swordgrass. There's one other thing that I'm thinking of, and I think it's around the perimeter of this building. Maybe not. Well, maybe not this side of it. Maybe it's on the other side. Anyway, we've got some slugs to take care of here real quick. And I'm going to check this side before we take that ladder. You'll notice that there's nothing. Damn it. God damn it. So I missed something. I know I missed something. Like, I'm like 100% sure, but whatever. I'll worry about that later. And we're going to climb this ladder for now. What a thrill! With darkness and the moonlight, da-da-da. In case anyone's wondering, that is a snake eater. So, there we've got this entrance, and a bonfire. And in addition to a bonfire, we got this guy. The Old Wolf of Farron. We get the Legion Etiquette gesture, and we can join the Covenant. Grab ourselves the Watchdogs of Farron Covenant. Proof. I don't think there's any real penalty for doing anything here, but I wouldn't do so. So this is the Old Wolf of Farron. It's hard to say whether this thing is alive or not, but you see there's just tons of weapons and armor and stuff just behind him. And there is a large headstone there, so presumably I guess he's dead. Well, hello there. Look, an item. Well, there's only one way to get that item. But don't forget... Oh, Crystal Lizard. Hi there. Got him. Okay, so to get that item, you just come up these stairs and hit this wall. Hooray! Twinkling Titanite. Dream Chaser's Ashes. Very important to get them ashes. Look at that. Look at that. So coming up here is pretty nice because you can look around and see... You can take a look around the edges of this and look at the entire zone, the entire bog, and you can see the tops of the areas where the embers are located. Right there, right back there, and right over there. And I believe if any of them are still lit, there will be some smoke pouring out. Not 100% sure on that. I'm just, don't quote me on that. And over there is the wall that we're about to pass through the door. I think that's a bridge. Yep, that's a bridge pillar. And I believe that's where we came from, is right over there. So there's a little bit more we can do coming through here. There is a lift over here that'll take us even higher. We're going higher and higher. Yeah. Look at our dumb shark fin-like thing on our hat. I love it. I love dumb stuff sometimes. Right, so we can come up here and look down and see everything. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that view. Now you can truly see pretty much all this stuff. You can see where we came from. Right over there is the Cathedral of the Deep. Because we came from there, as you can see, and right over there is the Crucifixion Woods area. And there's the Cathedral of the Deep. Look how freaking huge it is. Although it could fit in this zone. Seemingly. Could. So we're going to come up these stairs and be greeted by a blast from the past. Hello, Dark Souls 1. How are you doing? What's up, Dark Souls? What are you doing in my Bloodborne? So, this is a demon. Be careful, he does have tail swipes. The demon has upgraded himself. So, there's a rule of thumb I have for demons. Ever since Dark Souls 1, I've used this rule of thumb. Hug their penis. Just hug their dick. Stay inside of their dick and they can't touch you. Otherwise, you get hit like that. He can breathe boulders, too. Oh, he's got a grab. Darn. Ow, 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 ow. Ouch. Dodge a couple of hits there, and he'll do a butt slam again. If he flies up like that, you just roll out of the way of the butt slam. And he's done. There we go. Soul of a Stray Demon. And a Great Axe. And an Ember. So, and one other thing. There we go. I knew there was one more thing. And another Ember. So let's take a look at our prizes. Let's check the Great Axe first. Oh, there we go. I should actually equip it. So, Great Axe, resembling a hunk of raw iron. If one possesses the inhuman strength required to lift the weapon, the great heft of its attacks will send foes flying. However, since every swing makes use of one's entire body, attacks leave the wielder wide open to retaliation. This is a big freaking axe. And it's meant to be a big freaking axe. And, I mean, there you go. Straight up, most of the attacks for this are straightforward, as you can see. Not really a lot of horizontal swings going on. And, this is pretty much going to hit right in front of you. But, if you want a big freaking axe, there's your big freaking axe. It takes 32 strength to wield, though, so, you're gonna have to be a manly man for that. Now then, let's take a look at the soul of the demon. The stray demon, now lacking even a trace of flame, was once the gatekeeper of Lothric. Cool. So you could see that he was no longer anything. He was basically just covered in ash because his flame long ago burned out. Or something like that. So we want to drop down across this little set of bridge areas. Take a little bit of damage. Generally, when you go to a secret area, or a side area, you take a little bit of damage on the way down. It's Crystal Lizard right here. That we want to take care of, obviously, because it's Crystal Lizard. That's what we do with Crystal Lizards. We take care of them. And do be careful, because there's another Crystal Lizard right here, and he's trying to run away. He's not going to make it. Okay. Lightning Spear. Miracle just got picked up. There's a dragon here, a dead... well, Drake, probably. As we know, dragons don't exist anymore. And a Dragon Crush Shield. Alright, let's take a look. We got the Lightning Spear. Miracle allegedly used by Warriors of Sunlight. Hurls a lightning spear. The spears inflict lightning damage, providing an effective counter to magic or fire. Especially powerful against metal armor and dragons. Very true. The lightning spear is one of the few spells that's very good at piercing heavy armor. And we also got the Dragon Crush Shield. A knight shield engraved with a crest depicting a dragon. One of the enchanted blue shields. The Dragon Crest Shield greatly reduces fire damage with the parry skill. It's a medium shield. It's not bad. It's a pretty good shield overall. In fact, let's compare it against my knight shield. Wow, it's pretty much better in every way except for weight. By not a lot. Wow, look at that. It just, it has slightly higher requirements. But yeah, it does basically everything better. I guess we'll equip that. Let's go ahead and equip the Dragon Crest Shield. We have upgraded from our Knight Shield as our basics. And it does have a parry. I like having a parry. Oh, Crystal Lizard. You know what that means. It means we try to run him off into the side here. So yeah, that Crystal Lizard is a huge jerk that tries to run you into a trap. How much of a trap? Well, look at that guy with the lantern. He wants to alert all of his buddies to our existence. We're not going to quite let him. Just gonna dick around and wait for him. Just need him to get to the bottom of those stairs. Oh, jeez. Oh, my ankles, they hurt. I can't make it too fast. So yes, that's the main goal of the Crystal Lizard there, is to try and alert that guy to our presence. Because if he does, then he's going to ring his bell, and every hollow that we find here would attack us. So as you can see here, a single sage actually made it, or pilgrim actually made it over here. And why is that significant? Well, this is why that is significant. Let's take a look over here with our binoculars. Looky over there. Does that look familiar to you? It should. That is the High Wall of Lothric. That is where we began our quest in Lothric. This is where we met Yol, the pilgrim, right over there. So that is the beginning of the game that we are looking at. And there's the dragon that crashed the bridge and made it so that so many pilgrims just died on their journey and couldn't get past it. But one lone pilgrim seemed to have made it. Good for him. And there's another hollow. Got him. If we come up here, we would have had a very beautiful view of that stray demon if we came up here before killing him, but, c'est la vie. This is also the way back down to this area. Gonna have to be a little bit careful with the drop, because it's very easy to just slide all the way down and die from the damage. So it's much better to be a little bit careful with that drop, because, you know, it's kind of a dumb way to die. Kind of a dumb way to lose 48,000 souls. You know? Well, with that, we have set ourselves up for one final active thing. Boop, 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 boop. With that, we no longer have to go up there. We've done everything that we can do up there. And I think we'll call that an episode. We are going to return to Firelink because we've got some business back there. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye-bye!